Yeah, okay. I think all good now to start. Okay, we just will talk about the immunity and immune system, especially during the pandemic times, and whether it is required for all times. And let me tell a short intro of myself. I'm Dr. Manoj Moses. I'm a laparoscopic surgeon and member of the ELSA, that is Endoscopic and Laparoscopic Surgeons of Asia, and also a medical entrepreneur. And now we will come to the immune system. So, like I said, everyone talks about the immune system. So, what is immunity? A simple definition: immunity is a capability or ability of an organism to resist harmful microorganisms. It can be an organism, a multicellular organism can be an animal or a human, or it can even include multicellular bacteria. And what does the immune system do? How does it protect our body? So just imagine the immune system. Basically, all of you will be aware there are two types of blood cells in our blood. One is the RBCs or the red blood corpuscles, and the other is the WBC or the white blood corpuscles. Actually, the white blood corpuscles are the main cells which comprise of the immune system which protects our body. So how does it work? So imagine, as in a war, there are different types of white blood corpuscles. Initially, when a foreign organism, whether it's a virus or a bacteria, enters a body, it triggers the first set of defense. Okay, we can say it in a war, we can call them the spy cells. These cells, when they detect the foreign microorganism, they will trigger the fighter cells. So the second line of defense starts. These fighter cells will go fight against the invading microorganism, whether it's a virus or a bacteria, and destroy them. So if your immunity is good and your immune system will fight and overcome the invading microorganism. If you have a weak immune system, invariably the virus or bacteria which enters the body will survive and multiply, and they will overcome your immune system, and you fall really sick, and you may require hospitalization and other complications. Of course, the last line is what we call the phagocytes. Phago in Greek is actually eating. These cells will clear up once the immune system wins the war. The remnant, the dead virus or the bacteria are eaten up by the phagocytes. We can say they are like more like vultures and crows. They clear up the system. So usually in the third phase of immune system is acting, you invariably get better and you get ready to go to work. And now we'll come to what are the types of immune system. Invariably a baby which is born, it is called the inborn immunity. This immunity is transferred from the mother to the newborn child, and it lasts for maybe 2 to 3 months. So that is where, okay, we have the immunization schedule, because after that the inborn immunity does not last for a long time. So then the other thing is the acquired immunity. So we'll make it very simple. What is natural? So in these pandemic times, we'll talk in relevant to the COVID virus. So suppose any one of you is infected by the COVID virus, the body starts producing antibodies. The immune system starts producing antibodies, and when you get better, the antibodies stay in the body for up to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, at which time you will not be falling sick again to that strain of the virus. Of course, if the strain mutates, a different virus comes in, then again you fall sick. That is why there have been instances where we see that a person who is infected with COVID becomes all right, and then they get reinfected. So that is a natural immunity which we get after we get infected by the invading microorganism. The second is artificial. That is, we induce the body to produce antibodies and be ready to fight the invading microorganism, the virus or the bacteria. That is the vaccine. So once you get vaccinated, the immune system gets triggered. So that is why the initial 2-3 days you get fever, you're lethargic, and then the immunity, the best immunity starts after 2 weeks of the vaccination. Now, this is very common. You will ask, what are the signs of a weak immune system? So all of you as children, and okay, if you're working in office, there'll be always one or two individuals who fall sick often. And there are people again who fall sick and normally say flu 2-3 days, you become all right. The fourth day you join back to work. That shows your immune system is good. But there are people who fall sick and they take a week off, a week or 10 days leave, which shows that the immune system is not responding and so they are not recovering. And then a low or weak immune system can also cause high level of stress, which is a vicious cycle. The high stress levels will release the stress hormones, which go and inhibit the immune system. And now there's a latest thing is the digestion issues. Over the past few years, there's a lot of new research and data, and they say the most important organ in the body is your gut. The gut microorganisms are the ones which play a very important role in immunity. So they say a good gut is a good immune system. That is why now in the market you see a lot of prebiotics, probiotics, but ideally you should have a very balanced and nutritious diet. And then another system of a weak immune system, you're feeling always tired, or you get an injury, wound takes long to heal, being excessively overweight. And it is a paradox again, because like even the scientific studies show that even 10 to 15% over the BMI, people are shown to have a low immune system or a weak immune system. Okay, now we come to what are the causes of weak immune system. Again, we'll start with the unhealthy diet. Like I said, a healthy gut is the most important. And now we know like people do not have a proper meal, proper times, and they don't have a healthy diet, nutritious diet, a balanced diet. So this affects your gut microorganisms, which do not stimulate the production of your immune system. Second, we'll come to dehydration. This is a very simple thing today, because like most of us work in aircon offices, we don't have the urge to drink water. And ideally, it'll be like 1.8 to 2.2 liters of water a day is ideal. And you don't have to be a scientist to know that. Simple rule, follow this rule. Every time you use the restroom, come back and have a glass of water. And how do you know you're getting dehydrated? Your body tells you when you use the restroom, if your urine is more colored, highly colored, that shows you're getting dehydrated. So come back and have 2 glasses of water. And again, this is the third point is the lack of exercise. Again, because of a very busy life schedule, we don't have time for ourselves. And so that again causes a weakening immune system. Ideally, just 30 to 40 minutes of moderate exercise 3 to 4 days a week is enough. And of course, all of you know, I don't have to talk about smoking. Smoking is always a no-no. And then stress and anxiety. Most of the jobs are highly stressful today. And the recent data shows that Singaporeans are one of the world's highest stress people. And also the lack of sleep is highest in Singapore compared to the rest of the developed world. So this is again the stress we have to manage on our own. And because of stress, it is a paradox again, like because of stress, you don't sleep well. So because you don't sleep well, again, your stress level goes up. And then your immune system gets compromised. And again, alcohol. Excess of alcohol is stressful. It's a very paradoxical situation where you think if you take excess alcohol, you sleep well, but it is not so. because degree of sleep. You don't get REM sleep where the sleep gives you the rest. So hope I'm clear till now. These are the simple things. Answer questions in the end. Okay, now how do you maintain a healthy immune system? There is a big myth. Okay, if I'm falling sick, you just say I'll take some vitamin C and zinc, and you take excess 2 3 tablets, pop in the vitamin C, and you drink a lot of lemon juice and all that. But the fact is not that. Maintaining a healthy system again requires a balanced, healthy diet. Very simple. A balanced, healthy diet, that is, you eat a balanced diet in the right time, and you exercise regularly, drink, hydrate, drink water, lot of water. If you do all these three, you will definitely get a good sleep and the stress is minimized. And of course, supplements. Most of the Singaporeans do take supplements. We'll come to that later. Okay, now we come to what is a healthy diet. Healthy diet is helps prevent malnutrition. What is malnutrition? Malnutrition definition has changed from what is was like 30 years back, when you don't get adequate food. Now the adequate food, the quantity is there, but there is a deficiency of nutrition, that is vitamins or amino acids or minerals or trace elements which are required for a healthy body and a healthy immune system. Yeah, this is a survey taken from US survey done by the and published in JAMA, that is a Journal of American Medicine, where in America in 2014 it was found that 65% of the population were vitamin D deficient, and they were almost deficiency in almost all the trace elements and vitamin A and C. Well, America is not a tropical country, but paradoxically today in Singapore, being a tropical country, vitamin D deficiency is a very big problem. All the GPs say that there's a high incidence of vitamin D deficiency in Singapore. The reason being, I mean, vitamin D deficiency, the cheapest source of vitamin D deficiency is just 20 to 30 minutes in sunlight. The natural sunlight gives you vitamin D, but busy life schedule, you go to office, before you go to office, you put on the sunscreen and then you carry an umbrella and then you get into your car and then go to office and then go sit in aircon office. By the time you come out, it is 6 o'clock. So vitamin D deficiency is a big issue. I'm just giving an example. There are varied deficiencies of various trace elements and vitamins. And interestingly, vitamin D deficiency causes calcium deficiency, because vitamin D will prevent. So all of you again, like you drink a lot of milk, take 2 glasses of milk, and especially elderly people, they are at home because of mobility issues, they don't get exposed to sunlight. And so in spite of taking more of calcium by taking natural calcium like milk or even supplements, the absorption of calcium is not there. So invariably, you tend to get osteoporotic changes, your bones become weak, and you're more prone for fall and fractures. So this is a recent study done by Singapore Medical Council. It is found that 1 in 3 elderly Singaporeans are not eating right. The reason can be because of lack of food. If the food is there, it is not a balanced diet, or maybe because of the absorption problem, because elderly, you're immobile, so there is always a deficiency in the gut microorganisms, and so these three issues are there. And it has been found that 23,000 children in Singapore are also malnourished. Please remember, this malnourishment is not like what was like 20 years back. It is the malnourishment or lack of essential vitamins, minerals, or trace elements. So what is real hidden hunger? Hidden hunger, I'm not sure if many of you have heard of it, but is very prevalent in Singapore. Again, like I said, the elderly Singaporeans, that is a sort of hidden hunger. The children, early morning school, they get up, they just have a glass of Milo in school and run to school. And then afternoon, they may not have lunch. So again, this hidden hunger is lack of micronutrition, that is the minerals and vitamins. And now it has been found even in the migrant workers, they have a lack of vitamins and micronutrition nutrients because they are given adequate food. They eat to their full. The quantity of food is there, but the nutrition is not there in the food. So I just hope you understand what the hidden hunger is. Either it can be the lack of food or the adequate food is there. And there is also, okay, self-induced. There is a new fad where, okay, you go on a diet. That also is a type of hidden hunger. So you go to the next slide. And so a primary source of all nutrition should again be our diet, what we take in. It should be a healthy, balanced diet. Supplements do help. Of course, there are B vitamins which require to be taken daily in a balanced diet, which may not be possible until unless you're a dietitian who closely monitors what you're taking, because the B vitamins are water soluble vitamins which are not stored in the body, and so you have to take daily. So basically supplements, health supplements, or what you take in your diet to supplement the deficiency in nutrition, not to replace your healthy diet. Please note, most important is again your diet, not supplements. Okay, these are a few myths about how to choose a right supplement. So generally, okay, either you go to Watson, Guardian and buy a health supplement, or maybe you go online and see, okay, a lot of online sites so that way you say, oh, this good price and the packaging is excellent, okay. But please note, a high price product need not be a good product and vice versa. So always, and always again, there's a myth, if it is herbal, it is good. It is again not so. There are so many herbal products which are banned by Singapore HSA because over the long period of time, they can damage your liver or kidney. So now the facts. So what do? Check the ingredients. Always check the ingredients. When you buy a product, check for the ingredients. And most important, check the dosage. Consider the cost, yes. If you find a good product at a reasonable cost, go for it. It will not be the most expensive. And check the address. All supplements should have an address. It can be either the manufacturer's address or the marketing address. There should be an address. I am telling you all this because we did a research of the online products, and these were a few things which are missing. So I will point that out to you. So example, this was taken, one of the well-known products taken from a well-known, we've hidden the name because we don't want to show which product it is, but this product, if you notice, it has no address at all. And the claim was this product was approved by US FDA. But when we went into their company website and did a research, they had a small disclaimer saying that it is not approved by US FDA. And number two, check for the dosage. This product shows 10,000 microgram of biotin. Please note that at this high dosage, it is a drug. It is not a supplement anymore. If you have any doubts, please go and check in Singapore HSA. They have a very easy to go portal where you just go, type in the ingredient, and they will tell you which is the adequate dose. And especially if you're having a supplement like this over a long term, you're going to definitely have issues with the other organs in the body. Okay, now this is very important. Again, labeling standards of Singapore HSA, which is equivalent to US FDA and European CE certification. Please note that the supplements you are buying have all these. Name the names of the ingredients and the dosage. Okay, they should have in the label what is the product for, what is it intended for, the purpose of the product. they should mention the daily dosage, and most important, please see if there's a date. It can be either a expiry date or a manufacturer date. And there should be, some supplements do have a cautionary label saying that it is not to be used by pregnant women or young children below 12 years. And then again, the most important, check important, the ingredient, the dosage, check if it is HSA, complement, compliance is there, check if there's a date, and check if there's an address. It can be either a local address, a Singapore address, or any address, but it should have an address. It can claim, okay, example, you can have a product which is made in Turkey, the manufacturer address is there, and they approved by USFDA, they do claim. But please note, they should have an address, because we have seen that there are many products we do not have an address at all. So just take care, check. That's very important. Okay, so now we'll come to about us, Interchino Farm. We are a Singapore-based company, been in Singapore. All our products have HSA, Singapore HSA compliance, regulatory norms. And these are just two products which may be good for the immunity. This product, Live Active, it contains B vitamins. Like I said, B vitamins are water-soluble vitamins which will not be stored in the body, so it has to be supplemented every day in the diet, what you take every day. And the product is very unique because we have what is called the active form of the vitamins. Normally, when you take a B complex, it goes into the stomach, it gets absorbed, and releases the active ingredient. So our product gives the active ingredient liver, which is absorbed more easily, and more quantity is also absorbed. And then this is a new product. And one thing I forgot to mention, all our products are not available on any of the online platform because we exclusively give only to GPs, doctors, and hospitals in Singapore. And the other product is a very unique product with Immune 19. Why 19? Because it contains 19 ingredients which are essential for improving your immune system. Most importantly, it has three natural products like curcumin, ginger, and pepper. All of you know about curcumin, whether it is the TCM, the traditional Chinese medicine, or the ancient Indian medicine of Ayurveda. Curcumin, from our grandmother's days, they always put curcumin and ginger, especially when you make or sick, they make chicken soup, they put a lot of curcumin, ginger, and pepper. So these three ingredients are there, along with the essential amino acids, the trace elements like zinc and selenium, and the B and the vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. And it is called Vitamune 19 because it has got all the 19 ingredients required in the dosage prescribed per day by HSA. So, is building immunity only for pandemic times? No, it is every day, every time, as long as you are alive. Because take care of your body. This is the only place you live in. And remember, your body is your best friend. You're with it from the day you're born till the day you die. And thank you all. Thank you so much for staying with me. Hope I was able to pass on little information to you. And if any of you can have questions, you can just put on the chat and we can answer. Huh? Yeah, you can talk also. Yeah, you can unmute and